All right, Shalom, brothers. First off, I'm giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. My name is Brother Howell Shai Zion from the Great Millstone, Pennsylvania camp. Shalom. Peace and blessings to all you brothers. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And this is just going to be a testimony to the scriptures, and that's that. So Great Millstone had it correct, has it correct regarding the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, ID tag, and the fact that this is on the New York Post is no joke. It's no joke. Okay, so that's what it is. So it says Swedes are getting implants in their hands to replace cash, credit cards. Now, why is this important, brothers? Because this is going to be the new germaphobe way, and just makes the most sense to unify all spending and to unify all information in one easy to locate spot that does not need to be physically transferred anywhere to anything. So once it's implanted, inside, which is the word there is charagma in Revelation 13, where it says the mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that they may not, or salaki, that they may buy or sell. Roughly paraphrasing. So in order to buy or sell, you're going to need a mark. And then that'll also tell you medical records, so on and so forth, IRS information, everything like that. They'll be able to organize all taxpayers. Nobody will be able to go under the table anymore, because they'll be able to access your chip, your spending history, your medical information, whether you've been vaccinated or whether you have not been vaccinated. Your entire medical background, everything will be able to be traced via the chip, the microchip. Okay, so it says Swedes are getting implants in their hands to replace cash and credit cards. All right, thousands of people in Sweden are having futuristic microchips implanted into their skin to carry out everyday activities and replace credit cards and cash. More than 4,000 people have already had the sci-fi-ish chips about the size of a grain of rice inserted into their hands. So there you have it. The mark of the beast. We are living in the last days of Revelation 13. We're in the end of the book. This chapter's about to close, brothers. It's about to happen so fast you have no idea. So, have faith. Whatever bullshit you're going through right now, don't worry about it. It's not going to be for that long. The Lord's got a stimulus package, all right, and he's going to stimulate his economy because he's going to literally throw down all the kings of the earth, and they will be dismantled. This system will not last. We're going to have to go off the grid, accept it now, all right? I'm telling you right now as a warning, you will have to go off the grid, leave your family because your family's not going to do this. I guarantee they're probably going to take the chip. And that's just part of the tribulation of these days, brothers. So this is just a wake-up call. I got to let you know. Breaking it down like Andrew Cuomo, all right? Who's, I believe, a Jake, but whatever. But now we're going to tell you the deal. We're going to tell you the deal. And that, this is what we've been talking about all along. We've been preaching out on the streets for years, telling you that this was going to happen. And it's happening now. It has happened. It says more than 4,000 people have already had the sci-fi-ish chips about the size of a grain of rice inserted into their hands, with the pioneers predicting millions will soon join them as they hope to take it global. Oh, and they will. They certainly will take it global because that is what it's going to have to be, because the pandemic is going to be the way we're not even trusting, because this virus can live on plastic. Somebody who is infected can swipe their chip at the place. They can go ahead and insert their debit card PIN number, and they're going to put that on the keypad, and that's going to get other people sick, and it's out of control, and there's no way to stop it or tell or predict who's got it and who doesn't. So besides the microchip, so this is the uniform way and solution to all problems for Edomites around the world, and this is the way that they're going to do it. All right, so it's very quote-unquote Black Mirror Swedish scientist Ben Liberton of the Post, or Salakia, told the Post of the similarity to the TV series highlighting futuristic scenarios. So there you go. So go watch that Black Mirror TV series. I guess they are kind of pretty much making the correlation between the two. So it's probably got a lot of stuff that, is regarding this issue or very close to it. So it says, like glorified smartwatches, the chips help Swedes monitor their health and even replace key cards to allow them to enter offices and buildings. They have particularly caught on, however, by enabling owners to pay in stores with a simple swipe of the hand. A big deal in a forward looking country that is moving toward eliminating cash. The microchips were pioneered by former body piercer Johan Osterlin, who calls the technology a moonshot, quote unquote. So it says, and who told Fortune magazine that he's been hit up by hopeful investors on every continent except Antarctica. So there you go. So the entire world is certainly looking at this as a viable option. So it says tech will move into the body. The Biohacks International founder told the mag, I am sure of that. Yeah, and I know you are because you're part of the elite system. It says Osterlin insists the technology is safe but has not stopped alarms bells from ringing, with some fearing a link to a doubling in cybercrime in the country over the last decade. Liberton and British scientists based in Sweden praised the quote unquote definitely exciting potential health benefits of accurate health metrics taken from inside the body. Think if the Apple Watch could measure things like blood pressure, glucose, he told the Post, but he also fears the mass of highly personalized data and how it could be used. He says the problem is who owns this data, quote unquote. He asked, do I get a letter from my insurance company saying premiums are going up before I know I'm ill? If I choose the chip to buy lunch, go to the gym, and go to work, will someone have all this info about me? Is this stored and is it safe? Liberton added, it's not just about the chip, but integration with other systems and data sharing. And he fears Swedes are not giving enough thought to potential dangers. Quote, it says, people have shown they're happy to give up privacy for convenience, he said. The chip is very convenient, so could we accept our data being shared very widely before we know the risks? Trend, end quote. So it says, the trend coincides with Sweden's march toward going cashless. It says, with notes and coins making up just 1% of Sweden's economy. At the same time, the country has seen a dramatic decrease in some crimes, with just 2 bank robberies last year compared to 110 in 2008. Yeah, because there's nothing to physically grab up, so you can't really rob banks. Banks are going to be more safe. They're going to want to do this. It's going to be easier for inventory's sake and transferring money. Payments and loans are going to be easier to delegate and regulate and also pay out, certain things because it'll just be digitally, Slakia, updated and uploaded into your chip. So this is the future. This is the future. And there's no stopping this. This is 2019, okay, but it was uploaded and made by Lee Brown, July 14th, 2019. So now you find this scenario that pops up as a global pandemic, which is also going to spark a need for germ-free purchases, as well as, you always think about medical records and whether people have had their medical shots and everything like that. So this is the problem and this is the issue and this is the way that they're going to solve it. They're going to create the problem and then they're going to create the solution, which is going to be the mark of the beast. Shalom, brothers. All right, do not take that implant. By all means, read Revelation 13. You cannot take that implant. Shalom.